Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make this beautiful blouse. It's made with cotton, and actually I use all the scrappy yarn that I had. It's regular cotton, and the hook that I use is 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. This tutorial is for size S, but you'll find in the description the link to my blog, and there you can find this blouse in bigger sizes until XXL. Now we will begin with the chain. We will chain 160 stitches. You saw that I just took off the hook, then inserted in the first stitch that I've made, then insert the hook back in the loop and continue chaining. This is to avoid that your chain will roll and not be straight. After finishing to chain 160 stitches, slip stitch with the first stitch, then chain 3, skip the first 2 stitches, then in the third we will do a V-stitch. A V-stitch like 1 double crochet, chain 1 and a second double crochet in the same stitch. Then we will skip the next 2 stitches, and in the third we will repeat again the V-stitch. So 1 double crochet, chain 1 and again 1 double crochet in the same stitch. And this will be the stitch pattern that we follow to the end of the round. This this blouse is worked from top to bottom, no sewing. You'll see that it's a very easy project, and it's perfect for beginner or not, or if you have some scrappy yarns to get rid of it. This is a very fun and fast project. After finishing the first row, so we just made a V-stitch all around. Then join with a slip stitch with the third stitch of the starting chain, and now we are about to begin the row 2 with chain 3. Then in the first V from the previous round, so in the chain 1 space, we will do the V-stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and again 1 double crochet in the same chain 1 space. And we will continue like this all around, and we will keep repeating this second row until we will have 8 rows in total. So from the beginning you'll have to have 8 rows. Attention, after the end of the first row you'll have 53 V's. We will count the V's because it's easier like this instead of counting the stitches. So just continue and repeat the row 2 until you have 8 rows in total. Here we have 8 rows. Now we will mark some stitches just to let the armhole and to continue and working only the body of this blouse. So count from the beginning 9 V's, and in the 9 V you'll put a first stitch marker, and you'll count 9 V on the left, 9 V on the right from the center, from the start of your row. Okay, so 9 V's to the left and 9 V's to the right from here, from the middle, and put a stitch marker on the 9th V. Then we will have to count the V's for the sleeve, for the armhole actually. So from the stitch marker you will count 8 V's, and in the 9 V you will put a stitch marker. So for the sleeve you will have 8 V's between the 2 stitch markers. Then for the front part, you'll count in the other part the 8 V's for the sleeve and put a stitch marker in the 9th. So in total you'll have 4 stitch markers. And now we are ready. After we mark those stitches, we are ready to continue to work our blouse. I just changed the color. Like I said, this is a scrappy blouse. I had less than a skein for each color, but feel free to use any colors that you want. Feel free to use one single color as you wish. So now we will start the row 9, the round 9. We will begin the row the same with chain 3, and then we will continue to work the V-stitch in each chain 1 space from the previous round until we get the first stitch marker. Okay, so here I am at the stitch marker. So here in the V that we marked, it will be the last V. Then for the armpit, we will chain 14 stitches. So chain 14, and then move forward to the next stitch marker. So skip the V's for the sleeve, and in the next stitch marker begin and make your V-stitch. And after you will finish the first V-stitch, this will be the armhole. So the 8V and the chain will be the armhole. And then we will continue with the V-stitch until the next stitch marker, and on the next, this will be the third one, we will proceed the same. So when you get to the third stitch marker, we will do the last V-stitch there and then chain 14 and continue the same like we do with the other sleeve. Okay, so here we are, the third stitch marker. We will do here the last V for the front side, then chain for 14 stitches, skip the V's for the sleeve, and make the next V-stitch in the fourth V that we marked, and then we will continue with a V-stitch in each chain 1 space until we get to the end of the round. This is a very fun project and it's very fast, in only few hours. I don't know to told you the exactly amount of hours that took me to make this blouse because I never count them, but it was very fast. I don't know, maybe in one day, not working the whole day, only a few hours. Now after we get to the end of the round, just join with a slip stitch with the third stitch from the starting chain. I will change the color because I will just follow the same pattern with the colors. And now from the row 10 we will just continue and work only the body of this blouse. So after changing the color, We will continue and make one V-stitch in each chain one space. We will start the row the same with chain 3, then one V in each chain one space until we get to the 14 stitches chain, and then there I will gonna show you how to work on the chain. Okay, I just made last V here before the 14 stitches chain. Now we will skip the first 2 stitches from this chain, and in the third we will do a V-stitch. So basically it's the same procedure as on the foundation chain. So in the third stitch, one V-stitch, one double crochet, chain 1 and one double crochet in the same stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and again one V-stitch, skip the next 2 and again in the third one V-stitch, and basically we will continue like this until we get to the end of this 14 stitches chain. At the end we will have 2 stitches left at the end of this chain. I think this is my last V-stitch that I will do on the chain. Now I have 2 stitches left here, and I will just skip these 2 stitches and move forward to the next V-stitch and continue with the stitch pattern. So basically we will do a V-stitch. From now we will do a V-stitch in each chain one space until we get to the second 14 chain stitches, 14 stitches chain, and on the second chain we will work the same, we will proceed the same, and then continue with the V-stitch at the end of the row. So this is the end of the row, and basically we will repeat this row until we get to the desired length. And after we get to the desired length, here on the top we will put a cord or just sew an elastic band just to tie a little bit the neckline. Make it as you wish. Both methods will work the same, so even with a cord or with an elastic band. And like I said before, just continue and repeat this 10 a row until you get to the desired length. Here I am, I just work my length. Like you see, I just finished. I wanted to finish with 2 rows with this green, but I didn't have enough yarn. Like I said, I just work with Scrappy yarn, so my top is ending with 1 single row, but this is it. And then I sew an elastic band on the top, and I think it's a beautiful blouse and it's perfect for summer. It's a fun and easy project. This also was my backup project, and like usual, I'm so pleased with it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial too. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hope you like it and hope you'll try it. See you next time.